Hi, this is my first junk journal. I'm not new to scrapbooking or making mini albums, but I joined a group called Junk Journal Junkies on Facebook, and after weeks and weeks and weeks of watching other people's work, I thought I would just jump right in and try not to think that it needs to look like theirs or be a certain way. So starting with that, I do not have a sewing, I have a sewing machine, but I'm not very good at it, so I used a cereal box and I covered it in paper, and I used tulle straight down the middle of my signature, and it's bound straight down the middle, right, sorry, there we go. So I just went straight in, and then I punched holes in the side of the box, cereal box, and used eyelets, and then tied it in a bow. I love tulle, so I thought that would be pretty. And the front is just tons and tons of things I've had in my stash forever. I've had this paper pack forever. I've done tons of projects with it and still have more. So I decided, okay, that's it. I'm going to use all of it in this one project, and I still have some left over to make another book. But anyway, I hoard paper, I hoard flowers, I hoard everything. So really a lot to work with in this book. One thing I want to point out is if you're using book pages, to always read what's actually written before you actually glue it down. Towards the top where you see that cute little butterfly, it actually says killing children, and I thought that is not very appropriate, especially since this is going to be a gift for someone, so I had to cover that part up. Used lots of this lace throughout the album, so that's on the cover. Distressed all the edges and flowers and papers with brushed corduroy distressed ink, and on the front here I used some crackle medium. So open it up, and I made a little pocket here on the cover. I have had this little library card forever in my stash. Whenever I do cutouts, if I have extra, for my Cricut, I always save them. So just put that in there. I've had this little whatnot in my stash forever. So that's just for little tags or mementos to stick in there. And a little pocket. I have so many stamps and I haven't used them in forever, so this was fun to pull them out and play around and make tags. And I love fibers and ribbons, so that was fun to play around with that. Here's that lace I told you about. I had fun dyeing all my paper with coffee and then baking it. It has like a little bit of I don't know how to describe it. It's still kind of wrinkly, but I didn't care. I thought that added more texture to it. And then I took my Zutter and I distressed all the edges. I have tons of these little tickets, so I tried to use some. I have some special tape that looks like distressed paper, I guess. I've had some little lace doilies in my stash for a long time. So I wanted some of the pages to be different sizes. One of the reasons why I hate using stamps is I can't stand when certain parts of the stamp don't come through. It's really hard for me not to trash it and start over, but I thought, okay, this is a junk journal. It's okay for things not to be perfect. Here's another little pocket, another little library card that I've been holding on to forever. Stamping with the corner stamp that's kind of like a frame. This is the Tim Holtz doily punch, so I put a little pocket, and I've had these little these are little recipe card papers. I've been holding on to those for a long time. I just glued a little flower that I had made a long time ago onto a paper clip. Real simple. And there's some more of the lace. And I had this little file folder in my stash, so I glued a little stamp onto it, put more of that crackle paint on there, just distressed the heck out of everything. Precious Memories. I kept a lot of the pages blank because this is going to a friend and I don't know if she'll want to journal in it or write her favorite quotes. Another tag, and I punched the corners on that one. And this was just a piece of extra paper, so I punched the corners. Just made a little note. Oh, this is Heidi Swap spray. It has like a glittery, shimmery thing to it, and it's tea dye, so kind of matches everything perfectly. Oh, and here's just a little ticket tag. I love how the edges look like maybe they were burned. Everything's watermarked. The paper's really pretty. I have a hard time mismatching things. I like everything to match, so try to stay with browns and golds and other paper pieces that matched kind of. Oh, this is the Mariposa collection. And here's just another ephemera piece. So here's the inside of the first middle section. Here is another side of the pocket. Just again another piece of paper, and I just put some fiber on it. A little piece. And a little ticket. This is the Sweet Life. And this is one of my new stamps. My husband went to the Goodwill for me, and there was a bunch of stamps on sale, and I couldn't get there, so he just grabbed a whole bunch that he thought I would like. So those are cute. I really like texture. I like feeling things. So this is a piece of corrugated cardboard. I just tore it in half and glued it down with some extra stuff and tucked a little file paper in there. It's not a folder, it's just a piece that I had from a project and never threw it away. Here's a flower that someone had given me a while back. And I believe that's the Tim Holtz Tattered Florals. Here's an old envelope I had, so I just covered it with paper and glued some things down. And just, oh, I didn't make this paper clip, so I already had it. I had it in my stash forever, so I didn't like the backing showing, so I just put some paper and a rhinestone on there. And here's another one of those little file folders. There's the other side of the doily pocket, and that's just a postcard. And another little journaling tag. I love when things peek through and show. So lots of layering, lots of purposefully placed things. Not fancy with my tags. I like simplicity. And then there's the back. So obviously the cover is, you know, not perfectly going to close by itself. It's still, you know, pretty stiff. So I'm hoping with time, and the more she opens and closes it and maybe puts it in a bookshelf, that it will stay closed by itself. This is my first one, so I will still learn techniques, but I just wanted to share it because I had so much fun making it, and I already can't wait to make my second one. Alright, thanks for watching.